A question I probably get asked the most often is, where do you get those blocks from? These blocks right here. Now, before these geometric blocks became more of a trend in product photography, I spent hours and hours Googling where to find blocks like these. And this might be you right now, so this video is going to give you the answer. In today's video, I want to introduce you to Moodlier, the answer to all our geometric block press. I pretty much have their entire range except for the brand new collection they just brought out. And I can tell you that these props have been an enormous source of inspiration for so many of my photo shoots. And because majority of my clients are skincare, most often what I see on briefs from clients is that they say, oh, I want those pedestals that you've used in this photo, or I want those blocks. So these kinds of props are highly in demand, and there's a good reason for it. Now, I'm gonna show you a couple of my favorite shapes, and I'm gonna show you some simple ways to style these in this video. But first, I want to share with you something extremely exciting. Now, the way that the digital landscape is moving, if you're a photographer, you're probably going to want to start learning how to do video. Now, it doesn't have to be crazy like cinematic productions or like on location with models and all that stuff. It can just be really simple motion clips specific for social media. And as video becomes more heavily prioritized on these social media platforms, we as photographers have to adapt to these kinds of changes and, well, learn video. So myself and my partner Alistair, we have teamed up with Moodlier and 5 other incredibly talented creators to bring you an extremely affordable course teaching you how to add motion to your photos. Now, in our specific course, which is over 2 hours long, we share our pre-production for video. There's a creative brief in there specific for video as well. The techniques that we use, the equipment, we show you behind the scenes and the camera angles, everything you need to know as to how to shoot video. And of course, post-production. So we will show you how to edit in Premiere Pro. And we basically teach you our editing workflow so that you learn how to edit the correct way from the start. So you're probably wondering, all right, Amanda, how much is the course? Just tell me. It's $197, which is insane to me for the value that you are going to receive from 6 different creators. So my business started off as photography, and I can tell you that by introducing video services to my business, it has changed the game for us. And it's really gonna give you a leg up in the photography industry. One of the main reasons that our clients book us is because we can offer both, and the client doesn't have to go to 2 separate businesses and coordinate 2 different professional services for their shoot. Now, I'll leave my link in the description box below to the course page, as well as the closing date for this course, because this is not going to be open forever. It's only open for a couple of weeks. So if you're on the fence, make a decision ASAP. And of course, if you have questions before you purchase, please feel free to send me a DM and I'll be more than happy to answer, or leave a comment on the video below. And if you want to shop Moodlier's props, I do have a discount code for you too, so I'll leave that in the description as well. All right, let's get into the styling. I'm going to show you how I use a couple of my favorite Moodlier props and style them together to create really simple yet effective and engaging images. One of my favorite bundles is probably the cube bundle that I'm using here. I've got it in the color pink, but I definitely recommend, if you are new to the Moodlier props, grab this bundle first, as you can create so many different kinds of sets in different combinations using the blocks. And what I love is that it helps to separate height of the products. And because I've got about 7 different foundations that I'm using, the cube set really helps to separate each product so that each shade stands on its own. It looks so pretty, I absolutely love it. And we've got my whiteboards on either side, just helping me bounce the light back onto my scene. For this next scene, I'm using a combination of pieces from the Fluted Columns bundle and the Arc bundle. Now, this piece I have, the arch, is actually upside down. I thought it would add a little bit more visual interest to the image by using it this way. And the fluted columns, they're just so perfect for displaying this product with the coffee scrub. I can display the actual product on the larger one and the product itself on the smaller fluted column. Again, I'm using the color pink, but you can get them in so many different colors. If you do get the white primer, remember that you can actually spray paint them any other color that you like to match the brand that you're shooting for. And this is just my setup from afar. Again, I've got my 2 whiteboards on either side, just helping me bounce light back onto my scene. I love that bright and white look. For this next scene, I'm using the Curvy Step, which is actually one of my personal favorites, and a piece from the Squiggle Portal bundle. I've decided to place that one horizontal. Often you'll see this piece standing up, so vertical, but I think for this scene, placing it horizontal works best. I'm just putting some foam onto the product here because it is a sudsy shower gel. So just created some suds using water and bubble bath. And the backdrop is from Everyday Co. It's one of my favorite backdrops. It's a pink tile backdrop. I do have a discount code for them as well, and I'll leave the link to their website in the description box below. And for this one, I wanted to add a little bit more interest using shadow play because this brand has got some tropical vibes to it. I'm just using this fake palm leaf to create that shadow. I wouldn't use fake palm leaves in the actual shot. I think they look too fake, but for the purpose of just creating a shadow, they are absolutely perfect. Now, what I've decided to do is just add a little bit of motion to this scene just by moving the palm leaf around so it looks like it's swaying in the wind or something like that. So this is just a perfect little clip that could be used for social media, like 5 seconds or so. And we dive deeper into these really simple motion concepts in our course with Moodlier. Now, the other way that I love to use the Curvy Step is instead of using it as a step, I like to swing it around and use it as more of a platform for products. Now, because I've got the 7 shades here in the Lush Minerals Matte Foundation, it just acts as the perfect platform and allows me to create this type of formation with the products. And so what I'm then gonna do is pop some tiny little lights behind the products because they are transparent. You wanna backlight them to really make them glow and pop in the photo. But this is really one of my favorite ways to use this prop as well. Now, these props are an investment in your business, but I can tell you that they will pay themselves off very, very quickly. And sometimes when I feel stuck, I'm in a creative rut, I'll actually look to the blocks first to be like, all right, I know these are gonna look good, they're high quality. What kind of scenes can I create just using these blocks? And I use them as a foundation. Now, personally, I recommend to grab the white primer if you can, because these will go with any kind of color palette that you're working with. I've also chosen to invest in a lot of pink because I just happen to shoot a lot of brands where their color palette is pink, but they have so many other amazing and beautiful colors to choose from as well. Now, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I hope to see you inside the Moodlier course.